Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to check the second video. So in the previous video, we quickly introduced the inverse function, which is simple words is switch x and y to create a new relation between the input and output. And the interesting thing is whatever we have output is become our new input, and also original input is become our output. So we also had a one multiple choice to try to refresh your understanding for this one. So next we are going to look at the function table and function graph in the second video understand to understand it started from different perspective. So we have a function table here. As you can see, we have input and output. So we are going to create a new function table here, and this time we are going to create its inverse function. As you can see, inverse function is simple words is switch x, y. So we are going to draw as this new table here. Don't focus on the non-straight line here. So as we mentioned, the new input is going to be original output. So the y column becomes our new input. So 9, 4, -5, 5, -4, 7, -10. And the value matched to the output, which is the input, is going to be our new output. So 9 to -4, -2, 0, 3, 6, 7, 8. And as I mentioned before, even for function, so we still like to use x to represent input and y represent output. So for this case, I'm still going to use x to represent the input, but I want to put this one to remind you this x is actually our original y. And for this one, since it's the inverse, so I'm going to use this one to replace this. Again, this is a notation called F inverse, is nothing related to the -1 exponents. Okay, so that's it. That's basically the quick idea for inverse function for a function table. Now let's check this function table. We work on actually the same function table. So now we are going to find three values here. As I mentioned, whenever you say F inverse, it's basically it's just the inverse function of original one. So we are going to look for this value. I'm going to work on this first one, and the second and third you can definitely try on your own, but I will definitely show the answer here. So for this one, again, whenever I see this one, I know this input here is actually original output, because that's how the inverse function works. So since it's the original output, so I'm actually looking at the y value here, and then looking for what is the original input matching to this one, which is 7. So that's a value for that. And I can also look at the table I created before. You will notice this value is matching to this one. So 7 matching to 7. Remember, this is a new input, which is original output, and its answer is matching to its original input, which is our new output for this case. So you can definitely use this table to finish the rest 2 question, or you can just use like reverse way to find out the answer for next 2. So this answer is going to be, for some student probably already figure out the answer, which is -2. And for this one, it's going to be 6. Again, I use the original output to matching to its original input, original output matching to the input. Okay, so that's how we understand it. Last question, we are going to look at a graph. And we are going to look at the graph for this idea again. So this time we are looking at a graph of function g of x. Remember, we are looking at original graph. And then we are going to use the original graph to work on the inverse values here. So the way we do that, let's check. This one says G inverse of 4, which means when original, remember this 4 is original output. Output is 4. What is the input? Or you can say when y is 4, what is x? I'm going to, when y is 4, what is x? So the way we look at this, since I'm talking about the y part, so I'm going to work on the x value first, which is 4. So 4 is here. Then I'm going to, the graph is here, so I'm going to go down to meet this graph. Intersect here, then I'm going to look for the x value, which is -4. So this value is -4. So some students, if you work on this one, you are actually, this is G of 4. So if you're looking for starting from here, this is G of 4. It's not G inverse of 4. So let's work on the second one. Let's use a different color. G inverse of -2. Again, I'm looking at -2, which is on the 0. So this is y0. So for the x is going to be -2. Ah, I think I made a mistake. What do you think? So for some students already noticed, hey, you are talking about the original y is -2, right? So that's why I'm going to look at the original y, -2, which is here. See? That's why, when you look at the graph function, you have to pay special attention. I just made a mistake. So for -2, the graph is on the right side. I'm going to here, and then I'm going to match to the x value, which is 4. Again, I actually made a mistake because this point is actually talking about g of -2, right? So wrong. Okay, last one, g inverse of -4. So again, since it's talking about -4, I'm going to look for the y. Again, this is our original y. Original y. So this is original -4. I'm going to, on the y part -4, I'm looking for the graph, which is on the right side. I'm going here, then intercept here. I go back to trace where is 5, where is x, which is 5. Okay, so that's everything I want to share with you. Sorry for the mistake, but this is actually just a reminder for us. This topic can be tricky, so please pay special attention. Thank you so much for watching our videos today for the lesson. I hope they are helpful. See you soon. Bye everyone. Take care.